Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike here with Hanging Out Mike, and today I am at a new theme park. If you can see behind me, probably don't recognize it, but it is SeaWorld, and it is actually my first official vlog here in Florida. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come along with me as a new Florida resident. So if you have an electric vehicle, one thing I thought that was pretty cool is if you have an electric vehicle, they have free charging here at SeaWorld. It's at the end of row 16 and 15, and you have to have the Shell app. That's the kind of confusing part. You open the Shell app and then you put the station number in, but it's free, and I was able to get my car in to get charged. And so today is the first day of the SeaWorld Craft Beer Festival. It goes from now until September 4th, and since I'm now a Florida resident, I figured why not come check it out. Wasn't doing anything today anyway. I'm gonna go in there and buy a little lanyard pass so I can sample, you know, 8 different samples, I think for like $60, something like that. So I'll take you guys around. I haven't been to SeaWorld probably about 10 years, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me today. The layouts and all that, but I will take you guys around it, show you guys some of the craft beer, sample a couple things, and just have a good day today. Just killing time on a Friday at SeaWorld. Why not? So let's go check it out. Alright, so I have no clue what to do, how to get anything, where to go, so I'm just gonna walk around, so just bear with me. So one thing I noticed already is there is a lot more room here in the parks than there are at Disney. People aren't elbow to elbow here, so that's nice. And they got some giant roller coasters, so maybe next time I come I'll ride one of those. Like I said, it's been about 10 years since I've been here, so I'm just kind of hanging out, getting the lay of the land, seeing where everything is, and learning to navigate my way around here. I was not expecting to get soaked.
We do have 2.
All right, so I found the entrance to the Craft Brew, the Craft Brew Festival. It is right by the Dolphin Nursery. If you are coming here trying to look for it like I did, and so you go there, and the very first tent with the blue umbrellas, you can buy your lanyard. Prices, I think there's $60 for 8 and $75 for 12, something like that. Of course, I got the bigger one because why not? I'll probably come back here a couple times since this goes from now July 28th to September 4th, so I imagine I'll be back if I don't drink them all today. But now we're gonna go check it out. They have a map there. There are 18 stops, it looks like. Oh, there's actually 21 stops, but you can pick up a little map and it'll show you where they all are.
So our stuff here.
One thing I didn't mention is also, in addition to beer, you can also sample food, is my understanding. So enjoy up to whatever 8 food and drink samples from unique menus. So besides the beer, some stuff I want to try: the pork belly kimchi. I like pulled pork and kimchi. I was in Korea for a year, and I really learned to enjoy the cucumber kimchi, not regular kimchi. And then there was one other one. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure I will see it. Oh, street corn. I wanted to try the street corn. So, depends how messy it is. I might get it, I might not. I don't like eating with my hands. But, oh, the pulled pork slider. I'm a sucker for pulled pork. Coming from North Carolina, I always choose pulled pork when I have a chance. So, right now, let's go ahead and get started on the sample. And let's go. All right, so I got my first sample, which truly is a sample size. But I got my first sample. It's Orange Crush from the Barley Barrel. It's an orange wheat beer. I'm a fan of wheat beers. Not so much orange, but I'm trying something new, right? It definitely has the orange taste. I feel it's like wheat beer with orange juice in it, to be honest. Not a favorite. Will not be getting it again. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. But I guess this festival's all about trying samples, right? So anyway, I'm gonna finish this, then head to the next one. Here's some beautiful scenery to pass the time. So number one on the list, if you look at, they all have numbers by them. Number one was the Flame Craft Bar, and that's just a regular bar that seems to be always here. So I just skipped that one because I would rather hit these pop-up tents because they're probably only going to be here for the festival. So I can always go back and hit the Flame Craft Bar later and see what they got. So next is Larger Than Life. I don't think I saw any beers that I liked, but we'll go check it out. And they kind of go in order. It is kind of like Epcot where they go in a circle. See? With the big lake being the center. So let's go check them out.
Yeah, it's this way.
To buy you like 6 of them.
What are they getting?
She's crazy for the price.
Get it.
Girl, I heard you saying your mom.
All right, and number 4, Cafe de Mar. All they have is ciders. Ciders and then pretzel, churro, and turkey leg, which you can get those anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip number 4 as well. They have mixed drinks. I'm not sure if those are included, so I'm just gonna stick to beer though. Beer and food. So we're going to 5, brews and chews. Let's see what they got. Oh, I don't know if I showed you the outside of 4. Let me go ahead and show it to you. So you can see the little number right there. Each one of the tents have a number so you know where it corresponds to on the good old map. So now we're gonna go to 5. All right, so for that one, number 5, I've already sampled most of those beers. I'm not a big fan of IPA, so I wasn't gonna try it, but it did have the pulled pork slider there, which I wanted to try. So this is gonna be sample number 2, and we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. so I hate to eat with my hands, and I never eat on camera, or I never use my hands, especially on camera. So I'm gonna try it with a fork. Hopefully it's not too messy. Somebody asked me once how I eat barbecue wings. Or, yeah, how I eat wings. I use a knife and fork. It's good. I mean, nothing like, to me, nothing special. Never dip in any other pulled pork sandwich, but if you like pulled pork, it's worth getting. So if you're wondering why I don't eat with my hands, it's because in Afghanistan, that's all I had to eat with while we were out in the field doing missions. And the way, you know, the Afghanis, they have big piles of plates with some bread and rice. And I got sick. I don't know if it was my dirty hands or what, but since then, I'm very hesitant to use my hands. Now, if there's no forks or whatever, I will. But given the choice, even at the expense of public ridicule, I will use a knife and fork. All right, next up is New Orleans Corner. So, of course, I'm gonna have to get Benoit's, or not Benoit's, beignets. I'm gonna go with the Banana Foster. I don't really think Guinness would be very good, and I like bananas, so we're gonna get the Banana Foster beignets. And then I'm sure because it's New Orleans, they're gonna have a Beta beer, which I know I've already had it, but I do love the Beta beer. I love their raspberry one. The name escapes me at the moment, but when I see it, I'm gonna get it. So let's go.
Why are you laying down? Right there, and then right here.
Perfect. Go to the bathroom.
Yes, you went in here.
Oh.
Purple Haze, that's a raspberry lager that I like. It's delicious if you never had it. If you like raspberries. Well, nobody's there to take my orders, so I will be back. Definitely, they got a couple good ones there. The tostachos, which I believe is, well, I believe it's nachos in a bag. And then, of course, the Benoit's, and then the Abita Purple Haze. So that could be a threer right there. So we're moving on to Pub Grub. Another IPA's here, so I don't know if I'm gonna get anything, but let's check it out.
It'll all be right here. Oh, no.
Nope, that was a no for me. 2 IPAs, and then their sample food was a hot dog. So I will pass on that one. And that's number 7. Let's go to number 8, Wish You Were Beer. Let's see where that one's at. Let's go. So I decided to get the short rib poutine. I already had pork once today, so I decided to try something different. And the beer, it was Sierra Nevada, so I can buy that at the store anytime I want. So I decided not to sample any of those ones either. So let's see how this one goes. Or tastes, I mean. All right, so I wish I would have got the pork belly with kimchi on, oh, I can't even think of the bread. What's it say? Oh, on a sweet cornbread. That one tasted like a pot roast. It was like pot roast meat, which I was expecting ribs. I don't know. Ribs, you know, barbecue sauce and all that good stuff. But it was pot roast meat, I feel, or yeah, pot roast meat, and then the cheese curds didn't have very much flavor, to be honest. And then the fries were just like normal fries, like I don't know, like fries you'd get like Arby's or something. So I will not be getting that one again. I would skip it unless you like pot roast. But once again, I think the pulled pork was better than that one. So that was a short rib poutine. I would just skip it, but you guys might enjoy it. But now we're going on to the next one, Hops and Dreams. Hopefully they'll have a good beer that I can finally, or that I finally want to sample. That's another note. It's Shock Top, Goose Island, and Michelob Ultra. How are those craft beers? I feel like the further along I go along the trail, the more disappointed I get. Starting to get a sad face. So now we're gonna test out Distilled Delight. And I'm noticing a trend. I think every time there is a truck, they have this decoration out front. So you don't miss it. And this one says it has mezcal tasting. I've always wanted to try it because when I was in Cozumel, one of the guides said to try mezcal, but I never wanted to pay for it because I don't enjoy the smoky taste. So let's try it here.
We don't have to keep that. So what are your solutions to that? Because that was my fear that.
That's the one I'm getting. Age 7 years.
Hard, but
Okay.
whatever you think is best for you.
All right, so with the mezcal, I guess they messed up, and well, let's go look at the lake while I talk. So they have like 4 different ones, and I asked which one is the best, and apparently everybody's getting the one that's aged 7 years, because the longer it ages, I guess the more expensive it is, or the better tasting it is. So of course, I got the one that's aged 7 years, because if that's supposed to be the best one, then why not try it? But they had 4 different kinds. I think it was, you know, from 0 to 7 years. So here it is, a nice dark color. It definitely has that smoky taste. It's like scotch, right? It's like the scotch of tequila. I don't know if that's a bad comparison or whatnot, but I guess it's not bad. It's smooth. I prefer regular tequila. Big fan of Patron. And the Carnival one with Guy Fieri, but I can't think of the name right now. But let's go ahead and take this shot. Bottoms up. It's like drinking ashtray water. But yeah, it does have that smoky aftertaste. I probably, if I was paying for it, which I mean I did because I got the sample, but if I was paying for it, I would probably not get this again. I don't know, I don't like the smoky taste. That's kind of like with scotch. Like my little brother likes scotch. He loves the smoky taste, loves the scotch. Me, not so much. But, all right, let's go to the next one. It does taste smoky. To me, it's like drinking ashtray water, which I don't like. It's like scotch. Like, I don't like it, but I tried it. Thank you. All right. Go for the grain. I wonder if this one is bourbon, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, there's a couple of other different ones for other people.
All right, so this one has the walking tacos where they put everything in like a bag of chips, like a Dorito chips or something. Then you can just walk around and eat them. But once again, I've tried a lot of those beers, so I'm not gonna waste a sample on a beer I've already tried. So going on to the next one. I was disappointed it wasn't whiskey. I thought for sure with the grain, it would be whiskey after the tequila one or the mezcal one. Oh, next one is Off the Vine, which is wine tasting. I will probably skip that one too, if I can find it. Oh, I walked right by it.
Feeling the same way.
Yep, skipping that one. It's cool though. Wine's not my thing. Might be yours. Next one is sweet and sour. Or next one's sweet and sour. Sorry, I'm holding the camera and trying to look at the map and everything. That's why I'm like bounced all over the screen. All right, so we come out. So after 12, the wine won. If you're following along, I found the pink flamingos in the lake, and then you just walk by the pink flamingos. You get the number 13.
Give it to your mama right now. I do not want to be your sir.
There it is. Right there too. There's two of them right here back to back. Number 13 is sweet and sour, so let's try that one first. Let's see if they got anything worth eating.
What do you want?
So this is from Wicked Weed, which is Asheville, which is my home state. Well, it's where I've lived for the past 21 years. So I will get one just in honor of it being a North Carolina brewery. Gonna get the fresh pressed fruited wheat ale. Once again, I'm a big fan of wheat, so let's try it out. You want one of these?
Yeah.
Well, that was a bust. They didn't have the beer I wanted. And the next one is Sam Adams. Oh, it's the street corn one. I don't know. I'm torn because it looks messy. I think I'll wait. And all the beer here is Sam Adams. The only Sam Adams beer I like is their, well, I mean, I like a couple. There's like the summer wheat ale, and then their winter white lager or white ale. I like those two, but the ones that they have here, not my favorite. So I'm gonna go to the next one. This is going a lot quicker than I thought it would. So next is the Waterway Bar. That one looks kind of out of the way. We're gonna have to cross a bridge. So let's go find it. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. We're going to explore. Here comes another flume. This crossing looks dangerous. I gotta get soaked again. Let's see. I'll use my superhuman speed to run across this bridge. Definitely a splash zone.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and I know.
Just give me a little anything good.
And here we go, number 15. The Waterway Grill.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, how can I help you?
Oh, it's loud in here. So I got the white, well, I got the white Marlin wit. I don't know much about it. It says a wheat beer. Once again, I favor wheat beers. I should probably try IPAs and stuff, but I favor the wheat beers, and I'd rather drink something I like than something I don't, if that makes sense. So it was funny because I was in there, and some guy came before me, and he asked to sample the beer, and then when it was time to pay for the beer, he just walked off, and the lady behind the bar was like, I knew that was gonna happen. After that happened a lot, and she said she could just tell by his mannerisms that's what he was gonna do. So kind of makes me laugh. People can be shitheads. It's good. A little bitter at the end. Not the typical wheat beer I'm used to. Probably because it's not a Hefeweizen. It was a wit. Well, I don't know if there's a difference, but it probably has a higher IBU than what I'm used to. It's all right. No beer's really wowed me. Like, as far as a craft beer festival goes, I expect more craft beers, but to be honest, like, I've sampled beers, like the beers they have for samples, I've drank already. There's not a whole lot of craft beer here, to be honest, because a lot of these people they got, they're mainstream, whether it was in Montana or whether it was in North Carolina or whether it was here. Like, I've already drank the majority of these beers. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but I just like to sample beers because you never know when you're going to find the next one you like. So I am a little disappointed in it, but if you're not a beer drinker, you know, or if you just live in Florida, maybe there's some craft beers, but like the Asheville Brewing Company or the Wicked Weed. You know, I'm from North Carolina, so I've had all those beers, Wicked Weed. I've been to Asheville. I lived in Asheville or Weaverville for a little bit, so it is what it is. It's still a good chance to get out, see something new, experience a new festival, and just enjoy a Friday here in Florida. I really can't complain, right? At the end of the day, I'm still in Florida. All right, the next one is Ale Yeah. So we're gonna go back over the bridge. Hopefully I avoid the splash. And see what that one has.
Yeah, but it was closing right here. What is?
That was weak. I expected it to come up on the bridge and get everybody wet. So people that live here, if you're watching this, is this common for it to be this empty? I could stop and do karate here, there's so much room. I guess I'll find out as I come, you know, but for my first day, I can't believe how empty this park is, or how much room there is. It's not really empty, but how much room there is walking down these aisles. So let me know in the comments if this is something that's I can expect, or if it's an oddity.
It was the first day we moved.
Falls is now open. Thanks for your patience and have fun out there.
No, I do gotta get to that.
Well, of course.
In the middle of it.
Of course. All right, so I know I said I don't like IPAs, but for some reason this Tangerine IPA called me. Kind of like Moana and the ocean called to her. It calls me. Still an IPA though. I just can't get over that bitterness. I just don't like the hoppiness. But whatever, the tangerine bounces out, I guess. Once again, I really can't complain. Beer's beer. I prefer to drink wheat, lower IBUs, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you like IPAs, I'd give it a go. A little fruity. I like fruity beers, so now I'm just taking a break underneath one of these shade centers. One thing I noticed about SeaWorld is there was a lot more, like, I guess, cool zones, or like these little structures where you can just sit out of the sun, which I appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of the tourists who come here. It also doesn't have like the immersive like storytelling like Disney, but you know, SeaWorld's cool. I know they get a bad rap because of their, you know, blackfish documentary and, you know, the trainers getting killed. I mean, we won't talk about that. But SeaWorld's not bad. I think right now it's the best annual pass value for what you get, because they have live concerts. You know, they have the beer festival, they have Halloween, they have the the Halloween horror night, stuff like that. So I think it's well worth it if you're a local to get the annual pass. Don't mind me just taking a break. All right, just took a 10-minute break, if not longer, I don't know. I sat there and played on my phone for a bit, and I forget where I'm at now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. And I think I'm on 15 or 16. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. I believe we are going to Mama's Pretzel Kitchen. I just don't know where it is. What a day. What a Friday, you know what I mean? What better, I mean, how lucky am I to be able to sit here and drink around SeaWorld on a Friday when everybody else is working. Oh, here it is, Mama's Pretzel Kitchen. Let's go check it out, see what they got. Did too early for pumpkin spice latte. That's a milk stout, but I don't know, it's calling my name. Yeah, let's get it. I'm a basic bee. I might go in the shade. All right, so I got the You're My Boy Blue. I know I was trying to get the pumpkin spice latte, but once again, this place didn't have all the beers. So I don't know what it is, man. Like, I had high hopes, a lot of beers I wanted to try today, and they just don't have them. Like, I don't know if this is like a SeaWorld thing or what. The lady in there said that it's like a park-wide thing, and obviously it is, because there's been more than one time so far I've tried to get a beer and they didn't have it in stock, which to me is crazy. It's a craft beer festival and you don't have the craft beers that you're advertising. So anyway, here's the You're My Boy Blue. It's a blueberry wheat. I think the one I compare them all to is Sweetwater Blue, which is my favorite. This one tastes like I feel like, did you ever have Blueberry Crunch when you were little? You know, those Halloween ones where it was like Count Chocula and whatever the monster was, and then the blueberry one. I feel like it tastes like that. It's pretty good. I would drink it again. It's, once again, it's You're My Boy Blue at the pretzel one. I think it's number 16. And it's one of the top beers I've had today. I still wish I would have got the pumpkin spice, because it's never too early for pumpkin spice, right? Maybe next time I come. All right, number 18 is Be Malty, Not Salty. I don't have high hopes. Let's see what they got.
Pardon me?
You have a mixed one.
Oh yeah? No, I'll wait till the next one.
All right.
All right, so nothing there really intrigued me. They had a couple bratwursts and a pretzel, and then just some what I think is average beers. So we are looking for number 19, which looks like we're going into Sesame Street land. We are going to Sesame Street land, but there are no beer things in Sesame Street land. We have to walk through it and then come out on the other side. Here we go, we're through Sesame Street land. And we are at the next craft beer festival booth. So let's go check it out. Hopefully it's something good. I'm at the point where I'm starting to feel pretty good. Oh, they got live music on this side.
Oh, baby, I got it. Don't much you need. Don't you know I got it? I'm all I'm asking is for a little respect. Don't baby. So when I come
All right, number 19 is Nothing I Like. Let's check out 20.
Oh, yeah, Chum.
I'm about to give ya all my money, and I'm asking no Chinese. Try to give me my words, waiting it on.
So none of the beers here, you know, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, those aren't craft beers. What interested me was the Bacon Me Crazy, but it's Kona. I don't like Kona beer. So once again, I'm probably gonna skip this one. And I'm gonna go try to find number 21. Oh yeah, number 19 didn't really do it for me either. The Beer Garden, but that's where the live music is, so that's pretty nice. And the last one is the Glacier Bar, so let's go check that out. Maybe they'll have a beer there. Worst case, I still got the New Orleans corner to go get my Abita Haze. All right, so I'm torn. I love me a margarita. And they got a spicy pineapple one, and they got the pumpkin ale, which I love the Night Owl. Once again, I've already had it. Like all these beers I've already had before, so it's not really a craft one. So I think I'm just gonna get the spicy pineapple margarita. Give that one a go. Even though today was just supposed to be beer. Yeah, I'm gonna get the spicy pineapple margarita. If you do like pumpkin ales though, the Night Owl, the Elysium, very good. It's one of my favorite pumpkin beers there is. In the fall, it comes in like a pack where there's 4 different kinds. But all the Elysium pumpkin beers are delicious. Once again though, I've already tried it, so like I know I'm getting the Abita Haze, but I want to try other stuff, so I'm just gonna get the margarita at this one. And that about wraps it up. Since this is the last bar on the trip. All right, so it's super loud in here. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll just get real close. I got the spicy margarita, and they didn't even salt my rim. I'm a little sad, a little disappointed, but let's try it. Definitely jalapeno-y or habanero, whatever. I'm no connoisseur when it comes to that, but it was pretty good. It's a pineapple spicy margarita. It's good. I would definitely get it again. Yeah, and so that kind of wraps up the 21 different stations. I used 8 of my punches, so I'll definitely be coming back. Once again, you have till September 4th. I believe it's September 4th. You have till September 4th to come and experience it. You know, if you're looking for craft beers, you're probably not going to see it. There's a lot of mainstream beers there, but it's a good way to sample a bunch of different beers. They're probably 6-ounce pours. If you want to do mixed drinks, they got mixed drinks. Different foods, nothing really wowed me. The pork sliders, I like the pulled pork, so of course I'm going to gravitate towards that. they just kind of got a mixture of stuff. But overall, I think it's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy. It's kind of a straight trail. And I think for 60 bucks for 8 samplers and 75 for 12, it's not a bad deal. It's about what, $5 a sampler, something like that. So not too bad, especially if it's you and somebody else, or hell, even if it's just you. Like, you could spend all day, you can eat on 75 bucks, and that's kind of hard to do in a park because everything's always so expensive. So I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're going to be in town, or if you're a local, I would definitely recommend coming here. They got live music Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. They got special fireworks at night for the summer festival. So don't sleep on SeaWorld. You know, it's once again, and I said it before, it's probably the best value theme park here in Orlando. So give it a shot. So I decided to get the banana Foster beignet. The New Orleans corner is very informally ran. I ran into a person right in front of me who I tried to order the Vita Haze, and the lady servant said that they were out of it. Well, the people that were waiting said that they didn't let them know. They already paid for it. And so now they're here to get a refund. Very informally, I ordered the banana Foster beignet. And I was like, where's my receipt so I could give it to him? And as she was walking away, she said, just tell him you ordered it. So that's what I did. It worked, but this is by far the most informally ran food court or food pop-up tent location in SeaWorld, but they probably got the best food. So I'm about to try the banana Foster beignet, so let's see how good it is. It looks delicious. I give this one 10. I would order this again in a heartbeat. It is delicious. Definitely try it if you come. It would be on my must-do, and it's at the New Orleans corner. I think it's number 6 on the whole like craft beer festival, but definitely worth it. Man, I would almost get this twice today. It's so good. You got the caramel and the banana flavoring. Man, I am impressed. Still disappointed in all the beers they don't have in stock, but this might have just saved the day. It's a good dessert to end the day on. After this, I'm going home. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. So as you can come along with me as a new person to Florida, enjoying all the theme parks and all Florida has to offer. And until next time, hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.